Tonight on Q2, seeking out suspects.
Shoplifting is on the rise and the Crime Prevention Center wants to stop it.
I think that everybody just wants to be a good witness at this point, and that's all we're asking.
Now they're turning to the community for help.
Plus a stinky situation.
Very necessary for this community to thrive.
The Billings Wastewater plant getting eco-friendly when it comes to flushing the toilet.
And Santa's on the roof, literally.
I think it's perfect. I would love one of those at my house.
When Billings business attempts to get in the holiday spirit, it's truly blown up. I'll show you how.
The MTN 530 news starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Russ Riesinger.
And I'm Andrea, Lutz. We've seen it play out across the nation, those smash and grab shoplifting sprees. It's dangerous, and it's putting businesses out of thousands.
In large cities like New York and Los Angeles, shoplifting is increased by more than 60%. Here in Billings, retail workers tell us they see those thefts daily.
Tonight, our Kelsey Boggs meets up with the Crime Prevention Center to see how the community can help bring those numbers down.
'Tis the season for holiday shopping and shoplifters. According to Capital One Shopping Research, in 2022, Montana retailers lost $298 million due to theft. But here at Northside Pond in Billings, the workers are bringing those numbers down.
This is a family business.
Northside Pond has been buying and selling unique Billings goods for 26 years.
There's neat stuff in pawn shops.
Which brings attention to the store, but not all attention is good.
We do get a lot of merchandise in. Some of them items are not good. I mean, the people that pawn them, they can be stolen.
Just this year, the shop has helped numerous stolen goods find their rightful owners.
We have probably recovered at least 5 or 6 stolen bikes this year.
On top of people trying to pawn stolen goods, they also steal from the shop.
We have items out here. We get stuff stolen, so it happens.
Shoplifting numbers are rising. According to Billings Police, in November of 2022, 68 reports of shoplifting were recorded. This year, in the same month, that almost doubled to 128. Many are taking matters into their own hands, assisting officers in the investigations.
We have a bulletin board. We'll post your item. We look out for 30 days. The police can only do so much.
Another retail shop in town, Liberty and Vine, put up a wall of shame in September, calling out thieves caught on surveillance cameras.
I think that everybody just wants to be a good witness at this point, and that's all we're asking.
You can make a difference. The Billings Police Department currently has 27 volunteers. This year alone, those volunteers have donated a total of 3,177 hours.
It makes our jobs as a police officers a lot easier, and they're doing a great job.
The Crime Prevention Facebook page has recently started posting stills of suspects, asking the public's help to identify them.
I think about 70% of the cases that we've been posting have been getting solved. So, I mean, I think I posted 5 yesterday, and I've got 3 of those taken care of already.
So whether you're keeping an eye out online or reporting what you witnessed, BPD is grateful for the assistance.
Be as good a witness as you can, get as good descriptors on the people, good vehicle descriptions. Don't approach these people, obviously, especially in those type of situations, but observe and report.
And hopes the community will continue to help bring the numbers down. In Billings, Kelsey Boggs, MTN News.
Montana law enforcement are on high alert as multiple schools received bomb threats today. Those threats came through email to at least a half dozen schools across the state, including Broadview, Shepherd, and Broadus. The Broadus superintendent says a teacher and school secretary received emails with threats in the subject line. Both the elementary and high school were evacuated. After no devices were found, students returned to school. Yellowstone County Sheriff Mike Linder says his office checked both Broadview and Shepherd schools and also did not find anything. More than a half dozen schools across the state reported similar incidents.
Authorities arrested the girls' basketball coach of Lodgegrass High School for allegedly drinking on the job. Police took Patricia Realbird into custody Wednesday at the school. Those with the Bighorn County Schools say Realbird is also a PE teacher. However, the Montana Office of Public Instruction says it has no record of her having a teaching license. The BIA is investigating, and MTN is told Realbird could face charges of child endangerment. She recently took over as the girls' varsity coach after starring as a player for Lodgegrass in the early 1990s.
The Billings Wastewater Treatment Plant is getting international attention for how it handles a stinky situation.
Yeah, we are talking about your toilet, specifically what happens to the water once you flush it down. Haley Monaco explains.
If you're in the Billings area and you do this, Just know that is going to an award-winning facility. Most of us don't give much thought to what happens after we flush. Louis Engels is one of the few who does.
It's very necessary for this community to thrive.
Engels is the water quality superintendent for the city of Billings. The work here at the Billings Water Reclamation Facility has won 3 awards, locally and internationally.
The awards we've won basically are related to how well the engineering design was done and how well our operations staff did through the design and construction, because like I mentioned, it never stops, so that we have to make sure that every drop of water is properly treated before it hits the river.
Starting in 2017 and finishing in 2020, the facility completed what they call a nutrient upgrade project.
This is the last step in our process before we send it to the river.
More simply put, the city now uses UV light instead of chemicals to disinfect the water, protecting the Yellowstone River.
Puts these softball-sized
They've
air
added
bubbles
eco-friendly,
in this.
state-of-the-art technology that saves the city thousands of dollars per year by being more energy efficient.
Several new processes in order to remove nitrogen and phosphorus from the wastewater.
And a fresher
We suck all of the foul air out of it.
smell.
And that's another important thing that is done here, and it's all without chemicals, which is amazing.
The project was initially estimated to cost the city $250 million, but came in drastically under budget.
That was about a $65 million project.
An often forgotten process, but one that deserves the recognition it has received as a key to keeping our community healthy. In Billings, Haley Monaco, MTN News.
In Wyoming, the state awaits a ruling from a judge on 2 proposed abortion bans. One law would ban abortion except to protect a woman's life or in cases of rape or incest. The other includes a first-in-the-nation ban on using medication abortion. Legal challenges were brought forward by 2 doctors and 2 nonprofit organizations. They argue the bans can harm their health, well-being, and livelihoods. Any ultimate decision would likely be appealed to the state Supreme Court.
Here's a shocker. It's been warm and relatively dry to start the month of December. Let's take a look at how things are shaping up. Billings, Miles City, Sheridan, Livingston. Check it out. 8 to 10 degrees warmer than average as we get through the first 2 weeks of the month. And moisture, there hasn't been any measurable moisture for you in Sheridan yet. Miles City, that 142%, a little deceiving. You usually average less than 1/4 of an inch for the month and had 1/10 of an inch so far. And here's how things look for the Stockman Bank weather cam and the almanac for today. For Billings, 54 for the warmest reading, started off at 24. That 54 only 2 degrees shy of tying the record for the date. As far as the month goes, we picked up 1/10 of an inch of moisture here in Billings. Regionally, temperatures today, where we've had inversions in western Montana, it's been cool. 27 for a high in Missoula today, but check out the temperatures into the eastern plains and southern Montana. More of those 50s popping up, and even more in the 7-day forecast coming up.
After years of debate, the city of Billings votes to join the Big Sky Passenger Rail Authority as a municipal member. Per Montana law, only counties may join as voting members. However, Billings can help assist 20 Montana counties and 3 tribal nations restore passenger rail service across Montana. Mayor Bill Cole says Billings was founded as a rail hub, and the community wants to be part of making that a reality once again.
This evening, we're asking what gets you into the Christmas spirit. For some, it's the Christmas music, gift giving, or maybe a peppermint latte. For others, though, it's the decorations. Tonight, I visit a Billings business showing off its Christmas spirit with an oversized Santa seen for blocks.
How can you quantify Christmas spirit?
It sticks out quite a bit.
Perhaps you should ask
You can see it blocks away.
the Billings Tech Guys,
A lot of people that comment on it, they love it.
where spirit is boldly on display on Broadwater and 24th.
Especially kids. We have a lot of friends that they go by the store every day just so their kids can see it too.
At 29 feet tall, the Big Santa sits even taller atop the business's roof. And when the winter wind wallops old St. Nick, Tanner Irigoyen says he's not going anywhere. Until maybe Christmas Eve.
It has about 15 to 20 anchors around the sides and the tops of him and holds him pretty well.
The Big Santa is a sight, that's for sure.
I think it's perfect. I would love one of those at my house.
Delighting those who drive this side of town often.
And coming home from school, we see it every day, yeah. Definitely is extra, but I think it's just fun.
And it's only natural that the guys who own a tech business would back up Big Santa with nothing else but technology.
We do have it automated, so if there's gusts up to 20-mile-an-hour winds, it shuts them down. So it's ran all off of an app.
The arrival of Big Santa dates back a few years. Even one year, the Billings wind blew so harsh it damaged the oversized decoration. So they built him back bigger and better than ever, because Christmas spirit knows no boundaries.
And yeah, we love it.
And apparently knows no size limits either.
We love to kind of see everyone's Christmas spirit as well.
The first class at Rocky Vista University brought some Christmas cheer to families in the St. Vincent Pediatric Ward this afternoon. The osteopathic medicine students brought presents for the babies. Some families may have to stay in that hospital for Christmas, so this day is that much more special. For hospital staff and families, it's a very welcome surprise, and for the students, well, they get to start a Christmas tradition.
It's always great to be the first class, to be able to pave the way for future classes. It's a little bit daunting, but to be able to be part of those early traditions.
The students also visited and brought gifts to pediatric patients and families at Billings Clinic.